Congratulations, Gouthami, on behalf of AKS IAS. So, till now you are preparing for mock tests and mock interviews. Now it's a real interview, in a different sense, after the success. Yeah. So, tell me about these moments of joy.
This is a very proud moment, sir. I'm feeling very happy to have made it in the very first attempt. For me, it's huge. It's a huge thing. My family, friends, well-wishers, everyone is very happy, and this is such a great news. It is still sinking in.
It will take some more days
Yes, sir.
to completely see.
Absolutely.
Generally, we talk about strategy. What was your strategy? I think it's a boring question for you now because you always talked about the strategy for the past few years or a couple of years in the process of your preparation. So you can speak very informally. How was your preparation?
Uh, Sir, again, like every other person, I think my preparation also had its ups and downs. There were days when I felt very boosted. I had a lot of energy. I was very pumped, but I also had my days where I was very low. I was very uncertain. So I think it is a good, very balanced mix of both these kinds of days. But I think for me to be able to come out of the uncertainty, having faith in myself, and believing that I can do it, and if everyone else is able to do it, then I absolutely should be able to do it. I think that kind of confidence is what pulled me through. And that is the one thing I kept telling myself, that if everyone else is doing it, then there's no reason that you cannot do it.
So actually, there are three steps. First step is that prelims. Many students falter at prelims only. What exactly is the difference between prelims and mains for you?
Sir, honestly speaking, if you ask me, prelims is the most difficult part, at least for me. Personally, prelims is very, compared to the other two stages, prelims is definitely very tricky, very uncertain at times. I think for prelims, it is very important to have factual knowledge is important, analytical, logical thinking is very important to be able to. Everyone will not know all the 100 questions. So to be able to answer few questions, I think more than knowledge, logic and analysis plays an important role. So that comes by solving mock tests. That is how mock tests help me. So that is very tricky. But when it comes to mains, I think what is more important is that we have a deeper understanding of a topic. So we should be able to understand for example, if there's any issue happening, what are the or if there's any policy or any new scheme, what are the pros, cons, and what is the overall outcome. So I think for mains, this in-depth understanding and our own ability to interpret it is what is important. But for prelims, there's a varied there's diverse factors that play a role.
Yeah. So, how about the personality test? What exactly is your experience about personality test, and what was your preparation for it?
So for me, again, after prelims, mains, I was a little confident with mains because answer writing was strength for me. Again, interview, it's very personal to everyone. I think everyone has a different experience. So I started preparing, but I was not very sure of how to go in the right path. So I had a lot of people who guided me, mentored me. Shashank sir is definitely one of the most important ones who's played a great role. He gave me a lot of motivation, a lot of moral support. So sir was also one of the ones who told me that you will definitely make it. So even before I made it, I think that kind of confidence gave me all the more energy, all the more confidence that I should do it. So interview, I mostly tried to prepare current affairs and my DAF. My interview, UPSC interview mostly went around DAF. Around 60 to 70% of the questions were from the DAF. So I was able to perform decent in interviews, what I think at the moment.
As you said, all the aspirants were tensed because they have to face only one interview. But I feel that, Shashank faced all the interviews for the past 1.5 month. I have seen. Shashank has really, he was on toes, running every day along with the students, along with the aspirants, and chasing me also for the mock test night and day. He was also, it was really a personality test for Shashank too. Am I right?
Yes, sir, definitely.
So thank you, sir. So I would like to ask a simple question to Gauthami. Why did you plan to prepare for UPSC, and when was it that you took this decision to prepare for UPSC? What was the precipitating factor?
So UPSC has always been a dream because from my childhood, whenever we would watch the news or whenever we would, in my house, watching news was a very regular thing. So the kind of difference a civil servant can make, the kind of impact a civil servant can make is something which motivated me a lot. The idea was not very solid back then, so it was if I had to take a time, then it was during the completion of my graduation. That when I was pondering upon possible career options, I thought that civil services could be one area where I could give my best, and that I could realize my potential to its full. So that is when I realized that I should give this a shot, and this will also make my dream of being a civil servant. So that is when I decided towards the end of my graduation. So after graduation, I worked for a year, and then I took it up. I started preparing for civil services.
This question is about the stages you are going through. Till yesterday, till the results came, you were an aspirant. Now you are a civil servant. How do you see yourself as part of this society in future?
Um, Sir, in future, I would. I'm someone who's very much up for challenges. I always like learning new things. I always try to challenge myself, get out of my comfort zone. So I think this career is definitely very challenging. It requires us to work in a lot of fields which we are not aware of, learn new things. So I think that will definitely motivate me constantly. And also, I think I've always felt very privileged to have the kind of education that I've had. So I've always felt very grateful to my parents to be able to give me the education that I have. So I think it would be my way of giving it back, being grateful, paying it back by doing things which would benefit a larger section of people.
So Gauthami, during your preparation, there must have been several highs and lows. So how would you handle the stress during the preparation? There is an element of consistency that you need to prepare for UPSC. How would you maintain the consistency, and how would you handle the situations of stress and strain?
Yes, sir, like I already mentioned, that I definitely had a lot of ups and downs. Like I said, it was a very balanced half. So I think because I knew my state of mind. So what I would do is that whenever I was in the up part of it, whenever I was boosted, whenever I had a lot of motivation, I tried to make the best use out of it. And whenever I was low, I didn't try to stress myself out. I didn't try to pull myself out of it immediately. I always try to give myself time to understand what is the reason behind it, why is it that I'm feeling low, and I try to get back slower, but then definitely stronger. So this is how I used to manage my ups and lows.
So could you please briefly tell us about your family and your friends, and how did they support you in your preparation?
My family has been immensely supportive, sir. My immediate family, extended family, everyone. So when I told my parents my decision that I want to prepare for civil services, they were very happy. They were very confident. I was not very sure of telling them initially. I had a few apprehensions, but then they were like, "You will definitely make it." And it is such a blessing. I feel so blessed actually that everyone around me actually believed that I could do it. Be it family, be it friends, be it well wishers, everyone. There were times when I lacked confidence in myself, but I had people around me who were more confident about me. So I think that definitely played a huge role. So I would like to thank everyone, each one of them who's believed in me, and I think that is the reason I'm here today.
Very well said, Gauthami. So can you tell us, how did your graduation help you during the UPSC preparation?
So my graduation per se does not relate to any of the subjects in UPSC. I'm an architect by profession, but I think probably the mental state of mind that I had, or that I prepared myself during my graduation. So my graduation is a very demanding course, architecture. It generally demands a lot of hours, lot of effort, lot of work, stress, long hours of working. So what I used to do in my graduation was that I would very meticulously plan details, schedule things, prioritize all my work, and then stick to my schedule. So I think this approach of tackling any be it my final my juries in the examination, external juries, or submissions or examinations. So I think I had a very streamlined approach then. I think probably that approach and my way of looking at things has definitely helped me in preparing for UPSC.
Yeah, Gautami. So there are a lot of students in their 10th, inter, and during their graduation. All of them have aspiration to become a civil servant. So regarding that, what are the basic tips that you would like to give them?
Um, so I think for everyone that is beginning, or that is everyone who is starting to prepare for the civil services, I would suggest to not have any prior inhibitions, and there's a lot of definitely a lot of things, negative things we get to hear, that this is very difficult, the selection, the success rate is very minimal. But I think if we put that effort, if we give that amount of work which this demands, I'm not in the number of hours or anything, but I think in the actual effort that we put, I think it is definitely achievable by everyone. Each one of us have equal capability to do things. It is only that we have to realize and make the best use of our potential.
Rightly said. So the final question. So how to stay motivated during preparation? How would you stay motivated during preparation?
Uh, Sir, motivation for me definitely came from my family. So I always try to balance my personal life with preparation. I would always make sure that I spend time with my family, because at the end of the day, it was very comforting. So I was not this person who would stay in my room for hours together and not come out. So I very constantly I would talk to my parents. So actually this happened in lockdown. So it was my core of my preparation was in lockdown. So my parents also were at home, both of them. So I would take very frequent breaks, talk to them in between. And there were times when I did not want to study. All of us as family would sit and watch movies. So I think all these things also definitely play an important role. It is not that we have to leave everything to prepare for the exam. I think we should be, if we are able to balance it, then I think there's nothing like it.
Yeah. So me as well as team AKS IAS Academy would like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being with us, sharing your success strategy with several aspirants across India, and also sharing your tips on how to crack UPSC, and for all the patience and the kind of humble person that you are. We wish and pray that you stay the same, and you reach greater heights in your career. In fact, we would like to see you in the topmost position in the bureaucracy. And apart from this, I would like to thank M.A. Srinivasan sir, who has been a chief mentor at AKS IAS Academy and who has been instrumental in devising the UPSC interview guidance program. And he is such a person who's also into, he's a person who's into selfless service. I can say that. This is one word that I can describe him as. So he's such a person with that virtue in him, and he has been of great moral as well as moral support to the complete academy, as well as to the student community per se. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
I would like to say a last word about Gouthami's future. As she is blessed, without her effort, she is into such a family that she is blessed. And now I wish her to do good things for the society as part of bureaucracy and stay blessed because of her service to the society.
Thank you very much.
This video is brought to you by AKS IAS.